Hi guys, I'm Katie Roome from Pear Apes Press,
And I'm David Roome.
and today we want to show you guys some of the stuff that we picked up at our last shopping trip.
Mm-hmm. Are you pretty sure that the audio is working? It looks like we're...
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I don't know why.
Yeah, that's strange.
Yeah.
Okay.
Possibly, sometimes it thinks that my mic is like a speaker as well, and it's not. So.
Yeah. Okay. Well, should we get started here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I only have a couple of things.
Yep.
It wasn't nearly as a successful trip for me as it was for David.
I only have a couple, like, individual things too. So.
Did you want to show some of the kids stuff that we got?
I don't think so.
No?
I think I'll skip that.
Okay.
Yeah. This is going to be pretty short.
It's going to be short.
Yeah.
Probably the more interesting thing that I found was Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix in German. I forgot that I had this camera. So I grabbed it. I took German in college. That's my minor, so I was kind of excited to find something like this. Not that it is. Not that it's necessarily the way that I'm going to enjoy Harry Potter as much as having it on my shelf, and it's one of my more preferred of the series. So
it's probably my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It's really interesting art.
Yeah.
And I think something that's also interesting about these foreign language books is they have a different convention for what directions the spines go.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like our books go down.
Mm-hmm.
Here it goes up. Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah. So the other thing I grabbed, I'm doing some poetry with my kids, and in the old and interesting section was the home book of verse for young folks. And it's our receipt, which the baby got a hold of. I literally like the interior. The world is so full of a number of things. I'm sure we shall all be happy as kings. Just a really great, comprehensive, I feel like, book of poetry, from nursery rhymes to like patriotic poems. Yeah. So those are the two things that I got.
Nice. So I was not finding some things at first, but then I found some good stuff in the Star Wars section. So the first thing that I found is this episode 1 illustrated screenplay. So if you've watched our other videos about book hauls, you know that I collect Star Wars stuff from the 90s, and I think any good collection needs kind of a well-defined boundary. So for me, I collect original trilogy stuff, you know, from the 70s up through the 90s, and then I collect stuff for episode 1. So episode 1 is my favorite of the prequel trilogy, and it's the first movie I saw in the movie theater as a kid, so it's a movie that I like a lot, and I have a lot of it has a lot of sentimental value for me, and I feel like it's kind of like peak Star Wars aesthetic. So this was cool. I think the illustrations, which are like the storyboard kind of thumbnail sketches, are the way more interesting thing here than the screenplay. Although there's probably some interesting stuff in the screenplay as far as like differences from the movie. I think the way they how they imagine the characters to look is pretty interesting because they look a little bit different than they do in the movie. But yeah, this is kind of a neat find. And they list a number of Phantom Menace books here. And I believe I have all of these except for the Phantom Menace novelization. So that's probably one that I'll keep an eye out for
Nice.
when I'm out and about. So yeah, this is kind of neat find. And it's got a embossed cover, so that's kind of fun. The next thing I found is this Topps Star Wars 20th anniversary commemorative magazine, and I've shown some other Star Wars magazines I collect. Just grab stuff from this era when I see it, and this is just more of the same. You know, it's like 1997, so this is, you know, prime Star Wars, what I remember. You know, ads for toys, ads for LucasArts games, stuff you can buy. You know, making of the special edition, what all the actors are up to. You know, just great stuff. And they also usually these things usually have sections about like collecting. It's very, you know, it's all like very materialistic, but it's kind of fun just to see some nice art stuff too. So, and this one probably compared to some of the other magazines that I have is actually like less focused on stuff you can buy. It's actually got a lot of nice art and stuff in it, so it's a good find. There's a neat section here about like the different LucasArts properties, and they have a little thing about Lucas ILM and LucasArts, so that's fun. And then this Star Wars Galaxy magazine, I found an issue of this that I showed, I think, on our last book haul, or one a couple times ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a fun, also a Topps thing. So, all right.
Cool.
So now here's the thing that I was thrilled to find. So I have been looking for these for a while, and usually they just have like the second or third book in paperback, right? Well, I walked in there this time and they had the whole trilogy hardcover. They're in really nice shape too. I mean, there's some, you know, aging to the sort of like I don't know what you'd call it. What's that term for when you laminate, like lamination of the covers? But other than that, these are in really nice shape. Hardcover, dust covers in good shape. Other than that age, which you honestly don't really even see. And they were. This one was $11.50. The second one was $8.99. The third one was $10.99. I have no idea how they came up with these prices, but I saw this and said sold. So yeah, I've been kind of like keeping my eye out for a nice soft cover set of these Thrawn trilogy. So I was just thrilled to find them in hardcover. And I mean, this is gonna it's gonna be a great set to have on the shelf. I've got a whole shelf of Star Wars stuff. This is gonna be great. I like how the spines all have the R2D2 and C3PO. It's kind of fun. So I was thrilled to find these. Yeah. And that's it, I think, for this time.
Yeah.
I found some random kids books and stuff too. Also Star Wars stuff, but and then I think the kids picked out some random stuff too that wasn't Star Wars, but this is the brunt of it. So
yeah, we had fun.
Yep.
I saw somebody post on X about going to the bookstore
Let's put these back so there's something to look at on screen.
Took a picture of one of their displays. It was clearly Barnes and Noble, and it's all romantasy. And my very first thought was, like, you just go to a different bookstore.
Mm-hmm.
Half price books. Obviously, there's used stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They have new releases as well that you can get for all of like the major stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then of course, what I always say, which is read indie.
Yeah. It's very rare though that we go there and don't find anything.
Yeah.
There's like, if you collect something, you can almost always find something for your collection.
Mm-hmm.
They have good vintage games there for reasonable prices too. You do have to watch out for fakes a little bit in certain types of things. Like, I don't know if I'd buy a valuable Game Boy Advance game from there because I've seen fakes there before, but
yeah, however they test isn't necessarily consistent.
Other than that, great stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Free Narnian is here. Hello.
Hey.
But yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Good little trip, and
good fun.
We'll be back soon with something more. We've been super busy with a lot of different things, so we haven't had too much time to prepare streams and stuff to do. But
we were sick for a while.
Yep. I've been really.
My voice is still kind of rough.
Yeah. I've been busy with my job. I've had a lot of work trips and really busy in between, and then we were sick. And I'm going to try to be streaming on my channel, on my project, a little bit here now. Things are settling down.
I've got some stuff coming up. So the Shoot the Devil anthology, we, myself and I think for sure one other person, I can't remember which of the guys it was, read through the rest of it and just decided not to continue with it. The book club. It actually is it's the first time this has happened to me with an indie anthology where it's just kind of been meh, I
mean, overall, there were some there were some definitely good stories that you liked in there, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. And we talked about those.
Yeah.
I think the only one that we didn't get to was Michael Gallagher's, and maybe we will go back and talk about that one. But for now, we're going to set aside Shoot the Devil, and we decided to pick up a classic to talk about. A classic is a good way for people to find us, sort of get your pulse on how, myself and Patrick and Michael Caine would recommend something that people are already familiar with, how we approach it. So that makes it easy for people who are less familiar with us or with the books that we've reviewed to get a sense of, okay, I agree with them on this that I am familiar with, so I'll try an indie that I'm less familiar with.
Well, you'll probably get some good views off of that too, since it's going to be a book that people are searching for and stuff too. Yeah. So,
and the Free Narnian, I think, is going to what us.
Yeah.
So
did you say
really
did you say what the title
is? It's Starship Troopers.
Mm-hmm.
So that should be fun. I don't have my copy here. It's upstairs next to bed. But
nice.
And then also I'm planning with my Discord a little poetry reading event this month as well. So I'm looking forward to that. We talk a big talk about, in kind of our political circles about appreciating beautiful architecture and beautiful writing and beautiful things.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to take the opportunity to appreciate something that is, there's not a whole lot of quote unquote use for, right? But it's very beautiful and fun. So
yeah, I'm sure that'll get rid of whatever is left of your audience too. What poetry are you going to actually read for that?
I'm having people bring stuff, so I'm gonna.
Is it me indie stuff or?
No, not necessarily.
Okay.
Just whatever. Yep.
All right.
And yeah, poetry is not for everybody, and I
Yeah.
understand that. But- all right.
All right. Well, thanks for dropping by, whoever dropped by, and we'll be back with more soon.
Yeah.
It's just a little bit to hold everybody over, and we've got some plans, some nice stuff in the works. But like I said, we've just had kind of a rough couple weeks here. Just wanted to share this with you guys, but we'll be back with more soon.
All right.
Thanks.
Thanks, guys. Have a great night.